Hello, Mac here, and today I've got the Juggernaut Adversary Mode in GTA Online. So, a couple days ago, whenever Rockstar added in the snow for GTA Online, they also added in a new Adversary Mode, and that was Juggernaut. And this is a new Adversary Mode that is essentially two Juggernauts going head-to-head. And these Juggernauts have more health, and they also have, a minigun and some other heavy explosive type weapons. And then they also have bodyguards that are going to help them out in taking out the other Juggernaut. And this is actually a very fun adversary mode. I want to talk about it in this video, but also talk about a few complaints that I have with this adversary mode, but we'll get to that a little bit later. So let's first talk about the actual mode itself. So pretty much, like I said, you have two Juggernauts. They do have increased health. I'm not sure how much. My guess would be 2,500, because that's how much the Beast has in the Hunt the Beast sort of free mode event. So I'm guessing it'd be 2,500, but I'm not sure, so maybe that's wrong. But they also have a minigun with unlimited ammo, so you don't have to worry about ammo in there. They also get 2 shots of a railgun, which can be quite helpful, but not insanely useful because you only have 2 shots. And then you have 5 proximity mines. And I've never seen the proximity mines used in great spots, to be honest. Sure you could, try and cover your flanks and stuff, but the problem with that and why proximity mines aren't that useful, and they can't really be used for their intended purpose, is because the minimap is always on. So everybody's always on the minimap, which is one complaint I have. I don't know why Rockstar always does this with these adversary modes. I would like if the Juggernaut was always on radar, because, they're the big behemoth, they're the big tank and stuff. But I would like to see, if you aren't shooting and you're a bodyguard, maybe, whenever you're trying to get a flank off, you won't be on the minimap or something like that. But it kind of ruins the point of proximity mines. But yeah, they have some very high-end weapons. And then you have bodyguards. So you can have up to 4 bodyguards on your team. So this is a 10-player adversary mode with 2 Juggernauts and 8 bodyguards. 4 for each team. And it's actually very fun to play as a bodyguard. You have unlimited lives. And you essentially, what you want to do is take out the other bodyguards, but also try and take out the enemy Juggernaut. Let's say your Juggernaut has low health. It's your job to try and take out the other Juggernaut, because the Juggernauts do not regenerate health. So you're going to be on the front lines while your Juggernaut is usually in the back, shooting his minigun. And while being a Juggernaut is very fun in this adversary mode, I think I like being a bodyguard more. There's something about the satisfaction that you get whenever you take out a Juggernaut, or you do lots of damage to him. Let's say you perfectly place a grenade, let's say the Juggernaut's behind cover, and you throw a grenade back there, and you get, the kill. That's awesome, and it's very fun. And I always love just being the weaker target, and you don't even have that great of weapons, to be honest, as a bodyguard, but still taking out the big, bulky, and the tank-like target. That's always a lot of fun to do. And that was actually one of my favorite things about Kill Quota. If you're playing Kill Quota, and, you're doing Loadout 1, where, somebody has a minigun, and you only have a heavy revolver, and you have to, bob and weave, and you have to get that headshot. It's a lot of fun, and I love just being, that weaker target that can just die instantly, because the enemy has such a powerful weapon, but you still get that kill. And it's actually a very fun adversary mode. I love it. It's honestly a lot like Entourage, but, more based on killing, and also the target, or the, VIP that you have to take care of, and you have to make sure that he survives. He has a much powerful weapon, and also lots more health. So it's sort of like a close quarters version of Entourage. So if you really love Entourage, this one is like that, but more based on a deathmatch format, rather than, a point-to-point sort of format like Entourage was. And while those types of adversary modes, Extraction, Entourage, and now Juggernaut, while they can be a lot of fun, it's definitely dependent on your teammates. So if you were just playing with randoms, and I've seen this happen before, if you are playing as a bodyguard, and your Juggernaut's bad, let's say he just doesn't know what to do, or he's running out in the open and just getting hit a lot, or even if he's just AFK not doing anything, you're gonna lose. You can't do much as a bodyguard without your Juggernaut, and your Juggernaut's the entire point of the adversary mode. So if he dies, the adversary mode's over with. And so you're like, okay, well, what if I finish the one round, and then let's say next round there's a different Juggernaut? That's how Entourage works. That's how Extraction works. If the VIP in Extraction, if he fails, or even if he wins, the teams are going to mix up, and they're going to, give a new VIP the opportunity to be the VIP in Extraction. So Rockstar's going to do that, right? Wrong. They don't. For some reason I don't even know why. Whatever you're playing as that first round, you're going to be playing the same team, and the Juggernaut is going to be the same person as last round. So if they did terrible last round, or even if, you know, the enemy team just stomped you, and they're like super coordinated, and they just absolutely obliterated your Juggernaut, prepare for the same stuff to happen this round, because the teams don't change. The roles do not change at all. That's not how it works in Extraction. That's not how it works in Entourage. It is also like, I thought Rockstar would want to give people more opportunities to be the Juggernaut, because that's the main point of this adversary mode. Sure, being a bodyguard's fun and all, but I feel a lot of people want to be that Juggernaut. And also you get, you know, a custom clothing while you're playing as the Juggernaut. However, you can't keep it without doing a glitch, which is also kind of a weird thing. But also, every time you get a kill as a Juggernaut, you breathe fire, which is just awesome. So I thought Rockstar, with all these new features for the Juggernaut, they would want to give more people the opportunity to be a Juggernaut. But then, if you play 2 rounds of this adversary mode, then you're not going to be the Juggernaut if you weren't the Juggernaut before. So I feel like it also promotes people to just leave the match if they don't get what the role they want, or if they don't get on the team they want. And if they're already getting stomped into oblivion, just leave the match, because, well, that's going to happen the second round, because the teams don't change. Also, another thing I find kind of weird is, why is there no snow in this adversary mode? Now, snow is gone now for GTA Online. I'm sure it'll come back in New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, but it went away, you know, in everything in GTA Online. But even while the snow was still here, there's no snow in this adversary mode, but it's just this adversary mode. All the other adversary modes, they have snow in them. Also, for some reason, there's none in stunt races, but I can kind of see stunt races, like, on one hand, I think it'd be nice, because most stunt races aren't even on the road. Like, if they don't want snow on the road, then that kind of makes sense, because it makes you, you know, harder to drive and stuff, but they have it in original races, so I don't understand why snow isn't in stunt races. Is it, like, memory constraints, you know, that just the consoles can't handle snow and Juggernaut? But they can handle everything else in GTA Online. I don't understand it. And while I know the snow will go away eventually, it's just kind of weird how this adversary mode doesn't have snow. And it just, I wish that they would at least elaborate a little bit on why it doesn't, but I doubt they will. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on the adversary mode. By the way, I do want to say that it is double money and RP. I think that will be ended on January 2nd. So if you want to get some money for the next week or so, go play this adversary mode, because it's a lot of fun and it can get you a decent amount of money, although probably not the best money overall compared to some of the other adversary modes like power play or, you know, kill quota or something like that. But anyways, some of your thoughts on this in the comments. What are your thoughts on this adversary mode? Do you like it? Do you not? But hope you enjoyed. Feedback so special. I'll see you guys in the next video.